Hello everybody, it's Mr. Robbie here and I'm back, and I hope that you have all been paying attention. I know that the regular people here on this channel definitely are paying attention. They've been paying attention all along. And also, speaking to all of you Maga morons out there, have you been paying attention? Have you seen what's happening to the country you got back for what you voted for? Oh my God. I will bet that you aren't paying attention. I will bet that. So, let me enlighten you. First of all, your orange God, your orange Jesus, has decided to crown himself king. And that's not a joke. It's not a joke. On the White House's Twitter X account just the other day, and I'm sure you've probably seen it, and you think, oh, it's a joke, it's a joke. No. He had a fake Time magazine called Trump with his picture on it, wearing a crown, and in the bottom corner it says, the King of America. Long live the King. Donald Trump, I should say maybe Donald Jennifer Trump, as I think Randy Rainbow likes to call him, has declared himself King of America. That is what you voted for, isn't it, Maga? Isn't that what you wanted? You wanted to have a king. You wanted to have a dictator. Well, now you've got one. And what is the dictator doing? The dictator is taking away your rights. He's taking away your benefits. He is raising the prices. Everything that he does, everything that he says, impacts you and everyone else. It impacts you and everyone else regarding the prices for everything. You wanted your eggs to go down in price. Well, sorry, they're going up. You wanted your produce to go down. Well, sorry, they're going up. Prices are going up on everything. Why? Because of the stupid, illegal, my opinion, and probably will be proved in court, tariffs. And tariffs, remember, we have told you, tariffs are sales taxes on the consumer. The country or the company sending a product into the United States does not pay anything to the government. No, 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 no. You pay it. We pay it in the form of higher prices. You might also have noticed, I hope, but probably not, that many of your MAGA moron friends and families and patriots, co-patriots, compatriots, comrades, are regretting in public, they are regretting voting for the orange turd. They are saying, we're losing our business, we're losing our farms, we're losing our restaurants, we have to close. Why is that? Well, because the illegal people are not showing up to work, or some of them are being arrested and shipped back to wherever they came from. And those illegal people are the ones that sweat all day in the fields picking your lettuce, your tomatoes, working on farms with the pigs for your bacon and your eggs with the chickens and the cows for your steaks. Well, they're not coming to work, and so prices are going up and businesses are closing. You don't believe me. I'm sure you don't. I'm sure, Maga, that you don't believe me. Well, here are a couple of people. Maybe you'll believe them.
I might lose my farm because of the government. We are possibly going to lose our farm if NRCS doesn't hold up their contract with us on the EQIP program. Because of the executive orders, there's a pause or a freeze on the funding through the Inflation Reduction Act.
Yeah, we voted for Trump in 2016, 2020, and 2024. We live in the Florida Panhandle, and we thought that this would be good for our business, but we're finding out now that we were wrong, and I want to publicly say that we are regretting our votes at this point. My husband and me own a construction company, and we literally do not have workers anymore. Most of our workers are from Mexico, and they're good, hard workers. I talked to a few of them, and they said they were just too scared to come back to work because of all the raids. Our construction company's likely to go out of business now, and we don't know what we're going to do, but we're never voting for a Republican again. Ron DeSantis and Trump have been passing laws that negatively affect our business, and I just want to say that I'm sorry for voting for him. I grew up Republican, and it's all I've ever known, but now I can see that me and my whole family have been very wrong about this. So we hope that 2026 comes and we can take back the House and the Senate and stop him from what he's doing. There's a special election coming up in Matt Gaetz's district, and we're going to do everything we can to advocate for a Democrat taking that seat.
Oh, what, Maga? You don't believe me? You want more proof? You don't believe that people on your side are regretting voting for an orange turd? You don't believe me? Here's more proof.
So my MAGA mom, who watches Fox News nonstop, had her find out moment on Valentine's Day. She doesn't get out much. She has a lot of health problems. But she got herself together and they were going to go out to dinner at their favorite Mexican restaurant in town. However, when they got there, apparently it's been shut down for good. Shut down. So I said to her, because I know they were all Hispanic, and I know they all came from Mexico because the owner was extremely wealthy and he would go back from time to time to Mexico. It was a restaurant we'd gone out to, I'm going to go 30 years. You know, love it. Excellent food. And I said, you think it had anything to do with the fact that they were Hispanic and from Mexico?
Well, Maga, there's always Taco Bell or Del Taco or whatever Mexican fast food franchises in your area. Don't worry about it. You'll still be able to sit on your fat asses eating tacos and burritos. Don't worry about it. They just won't be made by the illegal people anymore. They'll be made by real Americans at Taco Bell.
Texas is now reporting that 28% of the farm workers are not showing up for fear of deportation. How are those eggs?
Just 1 month in, and already we see 1 month, we see the orange turds' approval ratings sinking like a rock. You Gen Zers, 18 to 34, Gen Zers, and I guess that's also millennials, 18 to 34. Well, in January, their approval rating for the orange turd was 57%. Now it's 41%. In January, the Hispanic approval rating for the orange turd was 50%. Now it's 41%. In January, Trump's approval rating among blacks was 30% in January. Now it is 23%. But it's not all bad news, Maga. I mean, the orange turd's overall approval rating is 45%. Look how he's doing on immigration and the economy and all the way down to the Israeli-Palestinian situation. Wow. All of his numbers are going down, but the average is 45, so that's not bad, is it? But Maga, you say he's doing great. He's doing everything he said he would do. He's doing everything I voted for. Really? Did you vote for the stock market to tank? Did you vote for that? Because just a couple of days ago, it tanked over 600 points. Today, over 700 points. Is that what you voted for? Is that what you voted for?
Donald Trump just attacked the governor of Maine at a governor's conference that was held at the White House. Donald Trump singled out the Democratic governor of Maine, Governor Mills, and he said, "Where is she?" And then he said, "Are you going to follow what I tell you to follow?" And then the Democratic governor of Maine, Governor Mills, said, "I'm going to comply with what the law is." To which Donald Trump said, "Then I'm not giving you any federal funding." To which Governor Mills of Maine said, "Well, then I will see you in court." She stood up to him. Watch what went down. Let's play this clip.
Is Maine here, the governor of Maine? Well, are you not going to comply with it? I'm complying with state and federal laws. We are the federal law. Well, you better do it. You better do it because you're not going to get any federal funding at all if you don't. And by the way, your population, even though it's somewhat liberal, although I did very well there, your population doesn't want men playing in women's sports. So you better comply because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding. Every state, good. I'll see you in court. I look forward to that. That should be a real easy one.
See you in court. See you in court. Those, I think, are Donald Jennifer Trump's favorite 4 words. See you in court. He loves litigation. He might say, "Oh, I have to do these court cases because they say I attacked somebody and now I have to sit in a dirty old, plain, ugly old courtroom every day. I don't like going to court. I could be out doing things." He loves litigation. Litigation is his life. He lives for litigation. That's how he was able to stay out of prison. That's how he was able to stay out of jail. That's how he's been able to get through life. Litigation, litigation, litigation. And how many times has he had to pay out for his fake university, for his steaks, for his crappy champagne, all of the scams that he has pulled on the American public, not just the American public, but, America first. So scam America first. Yeah, I guess that's his thing. Litigation, he loves to delay everything by going to court. He just loves it. And other things that he loves to delay. I'm actually surprised that, I'm not surprised that most, if not all, of his cabinet choices are being approved by the Senate. I'm not really surprised about that, but I was kind of surprised that he didn't, let's say, I remember in his last term, his first term, this is the last one, in his first term, towards the end, how many people did he fire? How many people quit on him in his cabinet? So many. And rather than sending people to be approved by Congress, he made certain people acting attorney general or acting department head of whatever department it was. He said, "I love the acting. I don't have to do anything. I just tell them they're the acting person for that job. I don't have to do anything. I love it. I love the acting," he said. So I'm surprised that he hasn't chosen people just to be acting defense secretary or acting, agriculture secretary or acting attorney general, because otherwise, like in the last term, like I said, he had so many empty jobs, whether they were filled or not, or they quit or they were fired. He just filled it with acting. He just called him the acting person, the acting Secretary of State, or whatever it was at that time. So I was kind of expecting that, and since that didn't happen, it doesn't seem like it's happening. Most, if not all, of his billionaire buddies are being approved to government positions, whether they're in the cabinet or if they're diplomats, for other countries. They're all getting approved. Even the guy with the worm in his head, a dead worm.
Yes, ma'am. I'm calling from West Virginia, and which is a red state for Donald Trump. And they have a place called down here Public Debt. And a lot of my neighbors would vote for Trump. They walking around scared, crying, nervous, and they were forever Trumpers. But on a personal note, I'm a diabetic and I'm on Medicare. And when Joe Biden was in there, my insulin was $6 for a 28-day supply. I just went to CVS to get my new supply. It went back up to $80, they said, because the American Recovery Act was canceled. So it went from $6 to $80. So I don't know if anybody else out there on Medicare.
So, Maga, did you vote for higher drug prices when Biden worked hard, Biden and Kamala Harris, and it's Kamala, not Kamala, and Kamala Harris worked so hard with the drug companies, the pharmaceutical companies, to get that price down for insulin? Did you vote for him to cancel that policy and raise the price back up again? Is that what his policies, or canceling of good policies, is literally making people sick and literally killing people. Do you think a lot of old age pensioners can keep paying $80 a month for the insulin that they need? $6, fine, that's great. They say they can afford $6 a month, but no, back up to $80, because that's what Trump did. Are you proud of your orange Jesus king for doing that? Your American buddies, your American friends and family are getting sick, and they're dying because of what he has done. So when you need insulin, or when your family member or other loved one or friend needs insulin and they can't afford it, what are you going to tell them? Well, he's America first, USA, USA. That doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help anybody. And everything, like I said, that he's doing helps no one except himself and the big pharmaceutical companies, other companies that are in his pocket, other politicians that are in his pocket. It helps Putin. Everything that he does helps him and his cronies. Doesn't help anything about the Americans. When you have to pay more for your eggs, let's say next month you're going to have to pay $20 for a carton of eggs. Who are you going to blame for that? Joe Biden, he did it. No, sorry, it's Trumpflation. That's what it is. Because of the stupid tariffs, because of the ICE, the deportations, all of that. It's because of Trump. Has nothing to do with Joe Biden or Kamala Harris. Absolutely nothing. We're 1 month into this long day's journey into night. It is the winter of our discontent, which is going to turn into the spring and the summer and the autumn, and again the winter of our discontent. It's just going to go on and on and on for the next 4 years. And that's just the way it is. And the only person you'll be able to blame is Trump. And you know what? He has said, and he will say it again, that he takes no responsibility for anything. He took no responsibility for the COVID mess up that he caused. He said it back then. I take no responsibility for anything. And he's going to say it again and again and again. So who are you going to blame? You can blame yourselves for voting for a dickhead, for voting for a dictator, for voting for a self-proclaimed king of America. On a more lighter note, my friends out there, and even you MAGA morons, you can be my friend too. Just don't be a moron, okay? Do the research. Do the research. Look at what he does. Don't be distracted by what he says. sharks and batteries, doesn't matter. Look at what he is doing. So, on a lighter note, my friends, here's something that I wish to God, I hope this is true. I really, really hope it is true, because it's hilarious. I really hope it's true. Last week, was it last week? When Elon Muskrat took over the White House, took over the Oval Office. He was holding court in the Oval Office while Trump sat by, and Muskrat's little muskrat kid, the 4-year-old who shouldn't have been there, shouldn't have been there, told Trump to shut up. He told Trump that he is not the president. He told Trump that he should go away. Now, like I said, I hope this is true, but there are reports that out there that it might not be true, and I think that it is somebody who is a very, very good technician, audio technician, could get the original, recordings, maybe not from the news people, but recordings that aired on television or on C-SPAN or wherever it was, and isolate little muskrat boy's voice to see if that's what he actually said to Trump.
Tonight, we're looking into claims about Elon Musk's son. On Tuesday, Musk held a news conference in the Oval Office to explain his efforts to downsize the federal government. Musk brought his 4-year-old son, X, who many on social media claim was caught on camera telling President Trump, quote, "I want you to shush your mouth." But it's not clear if that's true or whether the video was manipulated. Here's the clip.
And the prices from one year to the next are the same, and they're.
Some are claiming little X also told Trump, quote, "You're not the president." And that feeds into the narrative of critics who say the unelected Musk is wielding too much power. But it's not clear if the boy actually said that either. So don't believe everything you see online.
Well, there you have it, folks. Maga morons, you know what you've done. Now you know. You fuck around, and then you find out. You play silly games, you win silly prizes. I hope you're happy. I really do. Because it's going to come back to bite you in the ass when your benefits are taken away, when your veteran benefits are cut, when your Social Security is cut, when your Medicaid and Medicare is cut, when you have to pay $20 for a carton of eggs, or $10 for a quart of milk, or who knows, I don't know how much bacon costs in the United States, but maybe you're going to have to pay $100 for half a pound of bacon. Who knows? Who knows? It's all because of Trump. And you fuck around, you find out, and that's what's happening right now. And it's been happening for a few weeks, ever since the dictator took office. Talk to your Maga friends. See what they say. Are they happy with the job that he's doing? Are they happy to pay so much more for basic necessities? When you have to pay more for your electricity bill, when you have to pay more for your gas bill, when you have to pay more for food, who are you going to blame? Can't blame Biden. You cannot blame Biden. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing to my channel. I really, really do appreciate it. The past 6 or 7 months have been incredible for this channel, for me personally, and I hope you have enjoyed what I've been bringing to you. I have said before that I don't do a video every day. Sometimes I do. It depends if I have an idea. I don't want to do the same videos on the same stories or the same types of videos that everybody else is doing, whether it's on TikTok or Twitter or or YouTube or anywhere else. I have my own ideas. I like to bring my own style to things. There's so many people out there. They just bring the same story with the same video clips, the same analysis, and I give them credit too. I just don't want to do what they do, okay? So I might not do a video every day. I might not do a video every week. But when I do, I hope that you will, smash that bell and subscribe, and so you'll know when I do have a video. Also, if you don't know by now, the community section has now turned into posts section. It's not called community anymore. So if you have a handheld, what do I want to say? A handheld device, phone or tablet, and you go into my channel, you'll see it's not the community section anymore. It's called posts, and what that means is that you can start a conversation yourself. You don't have to. You're not limited to just replying to what I post or to what somebody else has replied to a post of mine. You can start a conversation. I only ask, and I say that again, that I will be monitoring, because I don't want anybody to post anything that can get me banned or give me a strike or can get you banned. I don't want that to happen to anybody, even if you're a Maga. I don't want you to get banned from my channel or from YouTube. So please, post post things, start a conversation, and see where it goes, see where it leads us. I hope it's going to be a really good experience for everybody. Like I said, I will be monitoring things, so please, be careful of what you say or what you post or whatever it is, and have a good time with it. Again, thank you all for watching, and you will see me later. I will be making more videos, but again, I have to have an idea. Something has to come to me, and I want it to be good. This is Mr. Robbie saying, you'll see me later.
There is a demented, pathological liar in the White House.
Fucked around, now you're gonna find out.